Hello everyone, my name's Rob, and we're down here at the Bermuda International Film Festival. I'm here with Tashelle and Nikki.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about the Bermuda International Film Festival this year and some of the great shows they've got for you to watch. So anyway, what do you think, what's the main show this year in your opinion?
Well, for me, the main show, the one that you should go to, or the night you should go to, will be our opening night. And that has Lady Bird, which is a film about a coming of age of a young girl. And also preceding that is our best short of last year, Watu Wote, which was a short film created by a woman director, which took place in Kenya, about the strife between the Christians and the Muslims. It sounds a bit dry, but it is so adventurous. It's a journey a woman takes to go back to her town, and she goes on a bus, and what happens on this bus ride is exciting and thrilling. I
hear it's a real nail biter. I mean, that bus ride is like no other.
It is. It sounds silly, but it is a nail biter. It's adventurous. So it's a wonderful one, and she's up for an Academy Award this year. So you might see her getting her Academy Award. And also Lady Bird, fantastic film, up for 5 Academy Awards.
Tell me a little about Lady Bird.
Well, I think Lady Bird is one of those unique kind of coming-of-age stories because it's really told, honestly, the main character is real. She has flaws. She's rude. She's funny. She's gross.
So why do I want to watch her?
Because she's honest. There are real teenagers like that. I think young people will be able to relate to it, and I think older people will be able to say, yeah, that's how my child acts.
Tell me a little more about it.
It's about this young lady who goes by Lady Bird because she's denounced her real name. She grows up in this conservative Catholic environment, and she's a very liberal, free spirit. So you basically follow her life over a couple of years. She's just moved into this new town, and she's trying to find her place in this world. But the real heart of the movie is the relationship that she has with her mother. It's really touching, and it really hits home.
Awesome, great. And tell me, what are some of the other feature-length movies that you've got that are good this year?
Well, another one, which is The Next Day, which is a documentary feature film. Okay. And it's a French film. With any film that's foreign has translations.
Called The Next Day.
No, this one is called Places and Faces.
Faces, Places.
Faces, Places. Village, Visage, Village. And it's a story about the main character, again, is a woman who is very famous in France for her directorship and for film, and she's around 80 now, and a young aspiring film person comes and meets with her, and they go all over France, visiting places and creating these murals for people. So it's a story about two people, opposite sex, young, old, and visiting beautiful France. So you'll go on a voyage, a visage and village.
All right. Well, tell me, are there any more, that's a great movie, but any more sort of action-packed sort of movies?
Definitely. On Saturday night, we have The Shape of Water, currently nominated for 13 Academy Awards. It's by the acclaimed director Guillermo del Toro. The story basically follows a young, lonely, mute janitor who falls in love with this amphibious creature from the Black Lagoon, which is being held captive in the place that she works at. And it's really touching, and the special effects are awesome. It's really action-packed. There's kind of something for everybody in that film.
Sounds great. And tell me, Biff is famous for the shorts. Can you tell me a little bit about those? And I assume this year we're going to be going for the awards again with the shorts, right? Tell me a little about that.
Definitely. We received over 600 submissions this year, and we were able to, with countless hours of work, we were able to whittle that down to what we thought were the best 40 shorts. So the best 40 films under 40, because a short is a film that is 40 minutes or less. So
Tashelle was the pre-screener, the head of that. So he got a lot of us together. I've seen a few, and with his guidance, we were down to 40 shorts. I've seen not all of them, but some of them, and one of my favorites, which I want to share with the audience, is it's a Spanish film, and it's about 3 octogenarians who have played bingo a lot of their life. They're friends, and you see them meeting in a cafe, and they're talking. They're a bit hard done by, and their luck is down. They don't get enough with their pension, and they've been playing bingo a lot, and they haven't ever won. So they feel that they should get some money. So this is their way. You'll see, it's like an adventure too, and their way of getting their money back. And it's funny, hilarious, and I'm taking my mom to see this.
Sounds fantastic. There's plenty of bingo going on in Bermuda, so I'm sure some people can relate. But Tashelle, you've seen all these movies. What's your favorite, or what are a couple of your favorites?
Well, one that I really like is called Night Call, and it's about a black female cop in the U.S. So, I mean, already that's kind of a unique little premise right off the bat, and I
don't see a lot of cop movies where the star is a female cop.
Definitely
especially
not
a black female cop.
Definitely not.
I mean, we've seen Shaft, but this is the opposite.
And
anyway,
it's
go
gritty,
on.
and the acting is fantastic, and the script is very honest, and the camera work it makes you feel like you're in the film with her. It's definitely a standout for this year.
And I guess she's an inner city cop somewhere.
Yes.
Sounds awesome. Sounds good. Any others that are your favorites for the shorts?
There's a film called A Date in 2025, which is about a young college student. It takes place in the not so distant future where technology really has taken over our lives. So he has this artificial intelligence friend who is trying to goad him into asking this girl out on a date. And it basically is a commentary on how technology, we've let it almost make us exclude ourselves from the rest of society. It's got a lot of heart as well. It's funny. The acting is fantastic, and it's very pretty to look at. That's definitely a highlight.
Sounds like it might have some sort of surprise ending on the end there. Don't tell us what it is, but is there?
I don't want to say.
Good. And tell me, how about documentaries? Are there any documentaries this year?
Yeah, I just said one, which was the French one, and we also have documentary shorts. That we've had so many short films that we decided the Bermuda Film Festival, our competition, precludes we cannot have shorts, documentaries in it. So some people did send us documentary shorts, so we are having some in that. And also we're having an Ocean Ecology Day on Saturday, the last Saturday of the film festival, which are documentaries on the ocean around Bermuda. We're going to see a short film by Lulu Hedstrom, who did one on the turtle project that we have here. We're going to see another one which was done during the America's Cup with the lionfish and the problems that Bermuda has with the lionfish and the solutions and also cooking with the lionfish. So it's a great movie and it'll be the premiere, I think, where it's the premiere that we're going to be showing in Bermuda. And then we have one by a young teenager about plastics and what we can all do about plastics. So that's some of the documentaries that we're having. And yeah.
Well, on the subject of Bermuda and the ocean around us, what sort of Bermuda movies have we got this year?
So we start the festival off on Saturday with two big features that are Bermuda related. So the first film is Lucinda Sperling's Maternal Secrets. That's kind of a thriller, and definitely you got to go and support Lucinda. It's Bermudians in it. It's filmed all around Bermuda. Southampton Princess is heavily featured in it. And later on that night we have Block Island, which stars Sophie Falconberry, Bermudian actress. So definitely go out and support local talent with those two films. And later on in the week, on Friday, we have Bermovies Day at 6 o'clock in the Earl Cameron Theater. And that is a collection of shorts made by Bermudians, filmed in Bermuda. There has to be some kind of Bermuda tie. So some names you might recognize. Mark Rodriguez has something submitted this year. Milton Repose has something submitted. Jason Lowe has something submitted. So definitely another go out and support Bermudians. Bermudians are taking that leap into the industry. So definitely everybody go out and support. That event is free, so come out.
Sounds awesome. Now, tell me a little more about this year's theme. What inspired it, and why are we doing this year?
Well, I think what inspired it was what we've seen, what's happening in the industry of films. And
our theme is women, right?
Yeah. Well, recently there was, I forget the fellas, there was an issues with women. Women are not seen enough in films. There's not enough directors. There's only ever been one woman director ever in the Academy Awards, her film to win. This year we have Lady Burke, and that's a film director as a woman, and she's been nominated, so we might see another one. So we think it's very rare that film and directors are chosen, and so we've decided in Bermuda that we're going to highlight that. So we've selected films, our feature films, that either highlight women directors or highlight women who are leading characters. We have Karen Ellen coming down, who played in Raiders of the Lost Ark. She played in Malcolm X. She's played in on TV. So she's going to be doing her first workshop. The first Saturday,
Excellent. Wow.
an acting workshop, and we've got another workshop later in the week for
Fantastic.
makeup. So we're excited. Our last winner of the shorts was a woman, and so we want to highlight that this year.
And all right, that's great. And what opportunities will the public have to perhaps mingle with some of these famous personalities?
Well, if you come to the opening, as I've been saying, you can meet her. She is here. You can meet her. You can talk to her. Karen Allen will be at City Hall and go to the first movie. And she'll also be showing a short movie that day. So you can go see that movie in the afternoon. But the night, you can come to the party and talk to her.
Fantastic. We got any other famous names coming down?
Well, we've got our own Bermuda famous name, Falconberry, and she's also going to be taking place in the workshop, and she will be here. We have one other famous person, which we're very excited to have as a director. His name is Kevin Wilson Jr., and he was the runner-up of the short films from last year. I'll let Tashelle talk about the film, the short film, My Nephew Emmett. Fantastic film. The cinematography was brilliant, and he's coming down. So you have a chance to meet him also.
So the film My Nephew Emmett tells the story of Emmett Till the day before. For those that don't know, Emmett Till was, I don't really want to give it away for those that don't know, but the incident that this film is portraying started in many respects that civil rights movement in America in the 60s. So this particular incident is very historically relevant, and I think it's captured beautifully in this film, and it's up for an Academy Award. And the director of that film is going to be here, so he potentially could be a big name.
Sounds fantastic. Well, we're running a little low on time. This has been amazing, though. I think we've covered most of it. Is there anything you want to add to all this?
I just want the public to know that these films are great films to come and watch. So take one evening, come see one of the films. I think you are going to be really excited about seeing them, and we hope to see you out there.
And for those that are a bit weary of going to the shorts, I just want you to know that you're getting, on average, 5 movies for the price of one, for less than the price of one. And these are really great stories, kind of compacted and told succinctly. So I think definitely come out to those as well.
Sounds good. Sounds really great. Well, that's it from the Bermuda International Film Festival this year. It sounds like a very good year to go to the Bermuda International Film Festival. And remember, this is a big, important film festival on the world stage. This is not just something that happens in Bermuda. It is taken notice of in other parts of the world. So please come on out and support our Bermudians who are working so hard making movies and see some great movies at the same time. Thank you very much. I'm Robert Zuhl for CITV.